GTA 5 is one of the biggest GTA games so far. There are a lot of things to do and plenty of achievements to accomplish. GTA 5 currently features a pretty lengthy list of achievements. At 77 overall, you'll have your hands tied for a while trying to get them all. Not every achievement is equal though. Some are easy while others are tough. In this video, we look at the hardest achievements in the game. If you've achieved this, kudos to you. Stay tuned and watch. Numero uno. Numero uno is the very first achievement on the list that requires the player to place first in all online competitive game modes. Obtaining this achievement could be fast or slow, depending on player skill and opportunity. Of course, your best bet is to grab a group of friends and take turns, giving each other wins, which kills the achievement's overall difficulty. But if you want to play it fair, be prepared to take your fair share of losses on your way to grabbing this one, especially in modes that offer more player slots. Orbital Obliteration. Added in the Doomsday update, this achievement is probably the coolest one on this list. Its requirement is to kill another player with an orbital cannon. As sick as that sounds, the setup and money it takes to execute it aren't exactly worth it. Most of GTA 5's achievements take a lot of money and a lot of patience. This one is no different. At minimum, you're talking upwards of 2 mil to get this achievement, and while the results are pretty spectacular, the amount of work it would take to get this one is just ridiculous. Close Shave. Similar to Show Off, Close Shave requires you to fly under various bridges and between objects throughout Los Santos. This one is just an absolute chore, even with a guide. It's a good thing there's no such thing as gas in the world of GTA, because this one will have you flying around all of Los Santos, getting yourself lined up just right for some of the tighter spaces to fly through, hoping that you don't end up crashing your plane or helicopter and have to get into another one and start again. Career Criminal. Career Criminal is certainly one of the most time-consuming achievements on this list. All you have to do is 100% the game. I'll take you about 20 hours or so to just beat the game. At that point, you'll probably still have at least 30% or more left to complete, depending on how thorough you are the first time around. As time goes on and tasks get a lot more menial, at best you'll probably relegate this achievement as just something to accomplish in your spare time when you're absolutely bored out of your mind. This is the ultimate test of patience in the game. Solid Gold Baby. GTA 5 features missions that have a number of goals to complete in each one. All of them give you medals based on your performance: bronze, silver, or gold. This achievement requires you to acquire 70 of those gold medals across all missions. The game has more than 70 opportunities in which to grab a gold medal, and some objectives aren't incredibly strict. You will have to do a fair amount of optimizing though. Some objectives task you with avoiding all damage, finishing a mission under a certain amount of time, or killing a certain number of enemies. It'll take a bit of practice, which is the last thing most people want to hear when playing a video game. Live a little. Since heists were introduced, players were given an outlet to make a lot more money in less time without having to resort to those dirty microtransactions. Of course, Rockstar had to add an achievement in relation to your newfound wealth. This one requires you to spend $8 million on vehicles specifically included with the heist update. One of the more time-intensive ones on this list, how much money you make in every activity in GTA 5, is heavily related to a number of other factors: player performance, pay cuts, betting, and how many players participate in an activity all have an effect on your overall payout. Even with heists being added, getting your hands on 8 mil is still no small feat, even with an efficient guide. Plus, you're better off spending that money on things you'd actually want, since not every vehicle added in the update is actually worth keeping. Elitist. This achievement is part of the Doomsday Heist update, where you have to complete all the 3 tasks throughout the 3 acts of the heist. Some of the tasks are pretty difficult to get, ranging from time constraints to player deaths to making sure your ride is virtually untouched. You'll certainly have a better shot with a group full of people you know and trust. Even so, it'll take a fair amount of practice, coordination, and communication with your team to achieve this one. These are perhaps the hardest achievements in the game. Hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching!